If photography and film is not your hobby or your vocation, you may be wondering what the heck is bullet time. So I had no idea prior to starting this project. I actually only came up with the term as I was researching it and was trying to match this application to anything that may exist in the market. You see, my original desire was to basically achieve a shot with my camera. I wanted to have a video shot of an item, and I wanted to be able to keep that item in the frame as I rotated around it. So, in the loosest sense of the word, my apparatus is a bullet time-ish thing. And that's all it's going to do. It's going to take video of an item as it rotates around it. So, if that sounds cool, stand by and check it out. For the arm to be able to rotate below, I needed to establish a pivot point. That pivot point ended up being a crude sprocket design that I put together using a series of washers and spacers and bushings. The bolt was a 6-inch bolt, and it was a 3/4 inch diameter. It worked out fine. I wish I would have got maybe a longer one. It would have gave me more options when I went to design the arm assembly, and but I pressed through with what I had and made it work. The sprocket, some points were welded together, some points were loose to allow the rotation to occur. In a nutshell, the center portion with the largest spacer and the washer, those sections were all welded together. It became a fixed point that was then in turn welded on to the end of the upper assembly. Directly below the head of the bolt, those washers and spacers, they ended up being welded together. The bushing remained loose, of course, and the bushing below was loose as well. And then I went ahead and drilled the nut at the bottom. So that is the sprocket assembly that established the rotation of the arm. I elected to tack up the sprocket, the large spacer, and the two adjacent washers. Didn't need any more than that, but during the tack up process I wanted to maintain the correct alignment and spacing between the inside of that assembly and the bolt that went through it. So to maintain that spacing, I wrapped a couple of layers of tape around the bolt itself before I did the welding to it. The washers above and below had to have the opening enlarged slightly in order to allow the bushings to set flat on top of them. So I took out about a 32nd of an inch on the inside of both of those to allow that seating to occur.